then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right?
Welcome, everyone. You're now listening to the Say It With Your Chest podcast. And I'm your host, Mr. Lightskin Keith Sweat. Thank you to everyone who's been listening, who's been subscribing, who's sharing, who's reaching out to me directly to let me know that they liking what they hear. I really do appreciate all the love. Please continue to subscribe. Please go check to make sure you already subscribed. A couple people I talked to said they listened, but they wasn't subscribed. I need you to go double check that. Go hit the link. And while you're hitting the link, check out the new merch. I updated the colors, hats, and aprons. So check me out. Let me know if you need something different than what you're seeing. I might can make some custom for you if you're listening consistently. Again, I appreciate all the love. I want the free love. I keep saying it. I don't really want you to spend your money. You see what the time's showing us. I want you to keep your money in your pocket, not give me your money. But I want your time. Just a little bit. I know the podcast episodes are a little long, but I got a lot to say. We be having a lot to catch up on. That's why I be taking my time and record. Because a lot of y'all not listening that quick. So I won't give y'all a little time to catch up. Because when I update y'all on some new stuff, y'all didn't even know what was going on in the previous episode. So trying to be patient. But I want to talk to y'all every day. I ain't going to hold you. So catch up soon, because we got a lot coming your way soon. In addition to the merch, please also continue supporting on Tidal. The Love Up On Me playlist, the slaps, that's where the hip hop at. Check us out. Again, I'm trying to invest in myself a little bit more. Definitely communicate. Definitely let me know what you're liking. And if we need to make some adjustments, please give that feedback as well. I tried to also use my new software and make an AI generated baby of myself in one of my episodes, but the AI generated a little white baby. Now, I know I'm the light skinned Keith Sweat, but maybe I'm really the white skinned Keith Sweat. I don't know. I've reached out to IT for the platform I'll be using to try to see if they can fix some things, because I'm light, but I ain't that light, okay? So hopefully we can get this rectified, because I got a lot of new things I want introduced, and I see everybody else doing it. I think I look cute as a baby too. So hopefully you see me soon in a few different aspects, okay? Now, although we want to support who we truly are, we do support all ethnicities and genders, especially in the WNBA. Because we know ain't going to be too much sports going on TV right now, okay? So we got to watch a lot of different things. We got to expand our portfolio. The WNBA has been back a few weeks now. A lot of good games. I'm not watching that frequent, but I am keeping up with the stats. Now, I've seen a lot of people I know been going to a few games across the states. Now, I do want to note that they were trying to go see Caitlin Clark, and she hurt right now, okay? We don't want to talk too much on white woman can't jump, but we want to let you know that the WNBA is going to be struggling in their ratings as well as their ticket sales because Caitlin Clark was bringing in the numbers. She was bringing in the dollars. I know a lot of people don't want support. I know there's a lot of other people think they're a little bit better or they're just as good. However, that can be true. They're not generating the dollars. They're not generating the viewerships, okay? You know, you got to realize there's not a lot of black people running these companies that are endorsing these athletes, okay? Just throw that out there. A lot of y'all think y'all can change somebody's mind that don't look like you. But not too much on them. Caitlin Clark, hope you not gone that long because if you ever can't play for a whole season, it's going to show in the numbers. And maybe you might need to do that to be able to get a little more love and some respect. Now, I don't think if I'm competing against you that I should be taking it easy on you because you might be helping me make a little bit more money down the line. I don't know. It's gambling a little bit. Now, she ain't got a good enough team to be winning no championship, not by herself, but she good for TV, and they're not in regular arena. You know, sometimes the times before they were making the WNBA games be at some of your colleges, some of your smaller arenas. And soon as she came, being one of the youngest athletes in the WNBA, all of a sudden now all her games had to go to some bigger arenas. So that means everybody else making more money. Now all of a sudden, more dollars being spent, more advertisements coming in, more fans are starting to want to see what's going on in the WNBA. So, ladies, figure it out. And Ryan Clark had to come back and apologize. See, what really happened was he ain't like when RG3 came out and said, "Hey, bro, don't you have a white daughter?" We ain't know that. I know Ryan Clark, you be posting a little bit, but we ain't know that, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. We missed that, okay? We don't be following you like that, and we missed that, you know, a little biracial. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But we ain't know, and it changed a few things a little bit. Not a lot. Not a lot. I still agree with you, but you had to come back and apologize. Your family at home wasn't all the way feeling some things, getting a little more attention that you wanted to bring. So shout out to you being a black man who don't have a problem saying sorry. I don't have a problem. I say sorry all the time. Sometimes you got to say sorry even when you're not sorry. Just throw that out there. Because a lot of people looking to blame, and sometimes you got to minimize the problems. And a lot of men go ahead and take it on the chin. Pause. Moving forward, NBA playoffs. We gonna get right into it. You know, this is the sport I love. You know, I don't know what to do when the NBA is not on TV. I really don't know what to do when NBA and NFL are not on TV. But we gonna celebrate while celebration is here. And the finals are finally here. OKC versus Indiana Pacers. I told y'all. I predicted this early. I know y'all not listening, but if you was, you could kind of say your boy TV. He been telling us. He been letting us know what was gonna happen before it was happening. Maybe he a little psychic. Maybe I know some things. I know nobody want to give me no credit. Wait till I get into it, but nobody want to give me no credit. I get it. I get it. It's a man thing. That's what we learning, but not too much on us. I think Indiana gonna win. Sorry. I'm gonna roll with who I've been rolling with. I know everybody want OKC to win. OKC been a better team throughout the year. They got the MVP in shape, but I like Indiana. I visited Indiana. I passed the stadium a few times. I might even go to a game. I might know some people. I know some people. So not too much on my business. But if some tickets come my way, I might make a little light trip. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I might have to follow up, see if they still like me a little bit, but I might want to try to see if I go to it. The finals? Yeah. Vacation? Yeah. I'm with all that, okay? Right now, summertime. You see summertime shirt? That's why I no bow tie. It's too hot. It's too hot. And I ain't even at home these days. It's still hot everywhere, okay? Can't be having all them clothes on. You see I got all the extra buttons up? Can't be having too many clothes on this summer, okay? Global warming. I know nobody want to talk about it. Hurricane season gonna be tough. And the heat. Come as you all, figure it out. But it's gonna be hot. I know a lot of you ladies be walking around with them little fans. Everybody got a little fan in their purse. I don't know. Men can't do that. Okay, we not talking about boots on the ground fans. We talking about those electronic fans. Okay, the ones y'all think cooling yourselves off, but y'all still sweating under your armpits. Hey, look, no worries, not too much on y'all. Not too much on y'all, but I believe Indiana is gonna win, and I think it's gonna be a great series. I'm hoping for 7 games, although I do not like that they taking 2 to 3 days off in between games. Now, we was going every day. Nah, you want to drag this shit out. You finally got 2 good teams who are a little more like-minded in how they play, but you want to drag it out. I'm with the drag out a little bit, but I'm not with the drag out a little bit. So, whatever. I got to make my mind up, and I'm just going to keep supporting because you're going to appreciate whatever you can appreciate while it's here. So, it is what it is. But OKC, they beat Minnesota. Look, that wasn't even good, okay? And, man, I don't know what you was doing, bro. You ain't had too much help, but you wasn't too much helpful for your own teammates. So, bro, you said you're going to get in the gym this summertime. I don't know. I think you might need to leave them little ladies alone, keep your business a little more private, and then see if that helps your game. I don't know. Not too much. And, hey, Indy, y'all beat them Knicks. I told y'all, them Knicks was not it. I know everybody think they like all them celebrities. They want to see Spike Lee at the game. I don't want to see Spike Lee. I ain't that old. Like, I don't want to see Do the Right Thing no more. I seen it. It's cool. I want to see something else. Freshness. J Sidebar, just like the lady said on IG when she was talking about them DJs need to play more current music, okay? We don't like them oldies but goodies like that all the time. We won't get that new freshness, the new hotness, sometimes is what they say. Sometimes we want that mixture, okay? But y'all beat the Knicks, and y'all beat them so bad that they fired their coach. Again, something I told y'all already. So much that my cousin had to reach out and say you was right. That ain't something he like to do, okay? We don't talk that frequent, but when we was talking, he was like, nah, I don't see it. I don't agree. I don't like that. And then all of a sudden, it happened. A lot of things happened the way I was predicting it, and he had to kind of, you know what I mean? Come back and say, hey, T, you was all right. You knew a little something. I said thank you, because I do. Okay, I be paying attention for real, and I do this too a little bit. Not like he was doing it at one point, but I'm tapped in too. So, like I said, they fired their coach. The games just ended like 2-3 days ago. They knew he was going to be leaving soon if he didn't win. I know he didn't know. The team seemed like they didn't know, but he knew. He knew it was time for some change if he didn't win. He won some games, but not enough. And people trying to win championships. We're not just trying to be in the mix just cause. It's not like they're a championship organization like that they be winning all the time and he ain't been winning enough. So I ain't really sure, but in my opinion, a coach has to play their bench in order to win. And that's not what Tibbs be doing. He like to play his starters, and he only like to come off the bench with 1 or 2 people. Now, them 7, 8 people were not in shape to be playing like that all year. I don't know what strategy he was really trying to take, and he made some adjustments. But sometimes it'd be a little too late to be making them adjustments. Sometimes you got to be proactive, not reactive, okay? And he was a lot more reactive. Okay, so figure that out. But some people who figured it out, Chuck, Kenny, Shaq, and Ernie. Now, I ain't really the biggest fan of Ernie. I get it. You got to have your token low, you know what I mean, white. But I thought it was time for some change too. I was hoping some new people. They were trying to introduce a few younger characters, some people who currently in the NBA, maybe some ex-NBA players who are a little more recently retired, trying to bring some young demographics to the platform. I understood that. I got that. But now TNT said, hey, we can't compete financially with NBC or ESPN. And ESPN said, hey, you know what? We'll come save y'all. We'll take y'all over here. And they say not a lot gonna change, but the show just gonna be aired on a different platform. So we gonna see. I don't be watching like that. They getting a little too much older than me. Their perspectives a little too much older than what I like. They a little more stuck in their ways. Shaq is a big bully. I ain't really the fan of bullies like that. But it's good that, they not losing their job. A lot of people losing their job. Hey, let's sidebar and say, hey, I'm sorry for those losing their job. I'm about to lose my job too, but mine about to be on purpose, okay? A little bit. Maybe not, but a little bit. Because I'm getting tired. Okay? I need them to make me lose my job a little bit. I don't know. I got to figure it out, but not too much right now. But, hey, I'm glad them fellas having a job. And Shaq told his kids, he said, hey, y'all ain't got to do what I was doing. Do something else. We already good in the financial department. Just go be happy. You going to be supported, but kids be wanting to do what they want to do. Shout out to my kid, I guess, a little bit. Not too much on her either, because she ain't hitting. She ain't hitting on nothing. Somebody else who ain't hitting on nothing, Zion Williamson. Hey, bro. We see why you ain't been performing well. You got a lot of stuff going on, bro. You like the ladies. Them ladies be causing problems. Or maybe it's the men with the ladies. I don't know. But men, if you change your focus, maybe you get you one lady, maybe just 2. If I don't know how many you need to have, but find you the right number is all I'm saying. And make sure that they gonna be loyal. Now, seem like they're only loyal if you're spending money. I don't know. Not too much. Zion, when you have these allegations, sexual allegations, potential rape, I don't know. I don't like it. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't believe in that. I'm a girl dad. Okay. So I don't want nobody playing like that. Okay. No mean no. But I feel like these ladies not all the way being truthful. I ain't gonna hold you. Some ladies being their feelings a little bit, And I kind of like what Gail Benson, the owner of the Pelicans, what she was saying. She say lawsuits are lawsuits. People try to sue for anything. It's something people do, unfortunately. So I don't know. Miss Gail. I think you're a little right. I think people looking for that moolah, a little bit more. Men, why y'all just don't want to go get a job and practice your craft a little bit more? Y'all so ready to give your hard-earned money away and ain't getting nothing in return. Sex ain't it. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't sound like you fellas spending a lot of money on some sexual endeavors. Zion also got his old ex, who was a porn star, trying to come out and say she was hurt too. She won't file a lawsuit too. I'm like, damn. I don't know, bro. This crazy. The world we live in right now, crazy. It's wild. Like, I don't care where you're living at. I don't care where you at in the world. It's going on all over. Something's going on everywhere. And you're going to have to make some adjustments. You're going to have to find you some better balance. One, keep your dick in your pants, fellas, a little bit. A little bit more, at least. How about keep some money in your pocket a little bit more? Some of y'all about to go broke soon. I know y'all getting a lot of money, you know what I mean? I can't judge. I ain't getting it like that, but I'm holding on to more than you holding on to, and I don't even make enough. I don't even make nothing close to what you making, but I know how to kind of hold on to a couple dollars. I know how to not give it away. I don't even believe in donating. So why you donating to the ladies like that? Especially when you ain't getting nothing in return. That's a fact. So Zion, figure it out, please. Pretty please, bro. Because your team needs you. They needed you to get in shape. And you kind of did that. Seemed like some of that, though, was due to stress. But maybe you was eating too much because of stress, too. So we don't know what you're doing, bro. Seem like you need good mentorship, maybe. I don't know. But moving forward, somebody else who should have had some better mentorship, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Mr. Love. You better testify for yourself, bro. You better come out there and say something. I'm not going to jail and I ain't spoke. I'm sorry. I told you last episode, don't be like Tory Lane. Out here still begging to be coming out but didn't even speak on his behalf. Better come say something. Better come say, take that, something. I don't know. What I am learning is more money equals more problems. You were right about that part. Some of that is your own doing though, bro, because they put all your little business out, and everybody you didn't gave $1 to wanting to come and do a little talking. That's why I don't get my dollars out. I'm watching. I was just telling the homie today. I'm watching around, and I don't like what I be seeing. You spend your money, you think you're going to get a little more peace of mind. They want some more money. And they got to find a way to figure it out. And they're not figuring it out by going to work, okay? Just letting you know that. So, what you going to do? Cassie said, hey, I don't care that they learn how sexual I was, how freaky I was. All the other men I was with, I don't care. I'm coming and sharing my truth. Ugh. A nasty ass truth. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of men out here, Cassie. And your husband, maybe he came up. This is an upgrade for him. See, that's what she figured out. She got a nice upgrade, supposedly, I guess. I don't know. They didn't have their third kid, so shout out to her. All these ladies having kids, okay, right now. This kid season, 2025, this year having some children, so fellas, be careful. Okay, I don't know. Unless you want to have one, and then congratulations. But if you not sure, be careful. Because these ladies want to have children. They don't care if they got 1, 2, 3. And she got more money, which means she want more kids. Because why not? I could pay for them. Nah. Okay, so, woo. Good luck with that. Just like I wasn't sure if Kid Cudi really was a snitch or not. Because, you know, your boy believing snitches get stitches. Nah, I ain't saying too much. Definitely not too much on me, but Young Thug say, Cudi, that sound like some snitch type things. You was out there doing a lot more telling. And everybody want to talk about they a civilian or they actively in that lifestyle. But snitching is still snitching. Don't be trying to use no quick out to act like snitching cool. Snitching ain't cool. Especially when you ain't say nothing right away. I'm cool right away. I think that's where the balance is at. Something happens, say something. You coming back later to come help support some other people? Nah, I don't like that. I ain't gonna hold you. Male or female. I don't like none of the females coming out. Because they was over there getting checks. They was over there watching stuff, not saying nothing. continue not saying nothing is my point. That's all I'm saying. Those who were saying something, I need all them to testify. I don't need the ones who was watching, being quiet, cashing their checks, living their life. Now all of a sudden y'all want to say something because the courts call you. Don't come at me talking about the court said I had to. They subpoenaed me. Hey, look, I be watching way too much Law and Order. I need you to plead the fifth. Sorry, they ain't gonna take you to jail. Plead the fifth. Go on about your business. You ain't got to keep talking. I'm the one like to talk, and I know when to shut up. Just letting you know. I know y'all don't think I know, but I know a little bit. Okay, but Diddy, please. Mr. Love, please. Nah, you a little more freakier than me. All right, bro. I'm not watching no dude beat up my lady like that in the bedroom, okay? I don't care if we together seriously or not, but I'm not with none of that, all right? I need you to maybe re-identify who you are a little bit more publicly. Maybe that would help out a little bit more. But it's bad enough when you're watching some of your, your little videos you like to go see on some of the sites. That's free. None of the paid sites. Some of y'all be paying. I mean, no payment. But it's sad enough that you got to see more than you like to see, especially when it ain't you. But I'd be damned if I'm watching the shit in person. I don't need no close up. I need you to come speak. I need you to come do some things, win us back over a little bit, because I'm still on your side a little bit. I don't like what she did a little bit. And she ain't being punished. They ain't looking to punish nobody but you. Again, more money, more problems, because they seem like they only want the person who got the most money, because it seems like all the witnesses ain't getting charged. All the people who was participating in some of these acts, they not getting charged. I thought on Law and Order, when the sex workers are doing certain things, they go to jail too. That ain't what's happening, okay? So only you is the one who they looking for, bro. So I'm definitely not saying you need to come out and snitch, but I am definitely saying you need to come and speak up for yourself. Share some things we didn't know to help make it sound a little bit better, bro. Apologize. Say sorry. I told you that. Sorry. That sorry be working a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And you saying sorry and you paying a little bit. Bro, don't let your pride have you go to jail. Don't be R. Kelly, bro. Don't be like that, okay? Don't be Remy Ma either, because when you go to jail and somebody come and support you, they in court. Supposedly, you getting visits very, very frequently. Put tons of money on your books. And then all of a sudden you get out and then you want to do these kind of things? Hey, you ain't appreciative. I ain't going to hold you. I want to make a gentle statement real quick, ladies. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Men are not really appreciated. Okay, we're going to come back. But Papoose was not appreciated. And guess what? You don't like that Clarissa is supporting your ex-man the way she's supporting him, because she like him. You see how she looking at him when he in the gym with her, helping her train? Let me show you what these hands do over here. And he was showing some things. She was impressed. And she is a world champion. So she is valid in her appreciation a little bit more. I love that. Now, hold up real quick. All ladies love you in the beginning. I just want to throw that out there, okay? Hey, take it for how you want to take it, but something is better than nothing some of the time. And it's sometimes super refreshing when you're getting some things that you wasn't getting all the way, because Remy coming out saying a lot of things, calling you broke, bro. Saying she don't want no money from you because you ain't got none. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got none either. So I ain't that. It don't make me feel no type of way, bro. Keep doing you. Seem like you winning more than she winning overall. Okay, but it don't sound good when somebody first was loving that you were supporting him, And then as soon as something happens, they don't have enough appreciation to keep their mouth shut. Hey, look, I didn't keep my mouth shut a lot of times. I could say a few things about a few people that I don't be saying nothing about, okay? Just, not too much. They ain't listening. So I'm not too worried, but just know we all got something we could say. We all could hit below the belt a little bit, Paul. That's all I'm saying, ladies. That's all I'm saying, fellas. Don't always stoop to doing something low. Because guess what? God always watching. I know y'all don't be going to church. I know a lot of y'all believe in some different things. I don't know what y'all believe in. Ain't but one God. But teach, super teach on that. But I'm minding my business and I'm watching. Everything that you're doing, karma coming back a little bit, okay? It's biting you in your ass. And hey, Remy, I don't think you that happy, bro. Seeming like a lot of your posts was coming out as you were seeing him doing well. Every time he was doing something good with his new lady, all of a sudden you won't come in with some bull. I'm just seeing the consistencies, that's all. But we're going to move on. Some more consistencies I'm seeing. Cardi B and Offset. Hey, bro, I didn't even know what a ball was. I thought we were playing basketball. But your ball is your lady, I guess. That's your piece. That's your prize. That's your object. No, your lady is not an object. No, she shouldn't all the way be your ball. I mean, she should be your ball, but you can't present it that way, fellas. I know it sounds interesting a little bit, but what are you doing? That don't even sound worthy enough to be appreciated. You think you're going to get somebody back by talking that type of lingo? Ain't none of y'all saying y'all love somebody. Start with that. I care. I appreciate. I still have feelings. Be vulnerable a little bit more. Don't be arrogant. Okay, a lot of you men be a little too arrogant, and it's biting you in the ass. Offset, I see you a little hurt, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't be hurt. If I'm done, I'm done. I want to let you know, are you done or are you not done? Seem like you're not done, bro. Sound like she might have been a little more right that she paying all the bills, that she providing a little more things than you are. And maybe that's why you looking for a little spousal support now. Look, hey, fellas, hey. If it's equal, no spousal support. But I don't believe in double standards, okay? I don't. Some of y'all do. A lot of y'all ladies do. But I do not believe in double standards. I believe if something can be done, it can be done by all of us. So don't do it if we all can't do it, okay? You got to keep that in mind. And you don't like how she playing, bro. I see it. And she in a relationship, bro. She be at the Knicks game. That's why they lost a little bit. Not because of her, but, they care more about who's sitting on the sidelines more than their team winning. That's why they getting a new coach. But I see you not happy with the fact that she done gave y'all son braids just like the new nigga. I don't like that at all, Miss Cardi B. Now, a lot of other stuff, I was kind of rocking with you a little bit in some areas, but this is obvious. They done pulled up the side-by-side shots, and it's the exact replica of what Mr. Stephon Diggs doing. Now, sidebar, Mr. Stephon, you doing your thing, Playboys. Playboys, I see you. I like what I see. Keep doing you, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Not too much, but if they say it's cool, then who am I? Okay, so keep up the good work. I don't know. You making some of us look all right. Not me, but some of us, all right. So figure it out, y'all. And maybe y'all keep us out y'all business. I really be wondering, who do people be talking to when y'all posting messages online? Who do you really want to see this? Because if you wanted the person you know to see it, you could just send it to them. But see, you want some attention. You want some help to hope that you can get back some things that maybe you didn't lost. I don't know. Men do it. Women do it a little more. But men do it too. and Offset, hey, don't be crashing out. I don't like that. Nah, I might want to crash out because they were saying that she was doing some things while the kid wasn't here yet. And I hope that's your kid, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I hope that ain't no problem, bro. And if it's close, that's why I'm gonna get that spousal support. But hey, not too much. Guess who else is gonna get a little spousal support potentially? The baby daddy of Sky Jackson. Okay, we don't know his name. He ain't nobody yet, but we know she make a few more dollars than what it look like you be doing. That's why I don't know how y'all connected a little bit, but I appreciate that she could see value in somebody that didn't necessarily make all the money in the world. You know, sometimes you leave with a little love, a little more than your pockets, and you'll figure the pockets out later if you got strong love. But I don't know what they got. Maybe she was too young. Maybe she just wanted that baby a little too much. I don't know. I'm confused a little bit. And I hate that all of y'all keep running to social media. That's not helping you and your image at all. So please do better, y'all. Please get some mentors a little bit. Please get a mentor to somebody you look up to, somebody who's doing what you want to be doing one day. A lot of us can't look at our parents to be able to say, yeah, that's the image I want. But just because you can't look at home don't mean you can't still find somebody you know who's doing something that are things that you want to be doing. Not just in your relationship, in life. But this new generation, and my generation too, everybody don't want to reach back out. Everybody don't want to tell their business. Don't want to share the difficulties with people you trust. Everybody just want to hang out with people. Everybody just want to eat out. Everybody just want to go to the bar. You ain't going to really connect if you can't share your business a little bit. Not with everybody, but you got to figure out who you really hanging with a little bit some of the time. Sometimes the people you hanging with using you, but again, not too much. Not too much on y'all. Just a little bit on y'all, though. Hey, ladies, I was on IG and I saw a few posts. No, this guy posted about this lady. He said she will wake up at 6 a.m. to walk a dog, gonna wipe his ass, throw the dog a birthday party, but as soon as it's time to be submissive to her man, it's giving oppression. I said, whoa. Hey, ladies, y'all are creating some things and some obstacles and some barriers between the opposite sex. And if you're not seeing it, if you're not paying attention close enough, you're not going to understand that some adjustments need to be made if you want to be successful in that department. A lot of y'all too comfortable hanging with your friends, too comfortable doing stuff with your family, but deep down going home by yourself. I don't want too much, but adjustments are needed if you want the family. Stop playing around. A lot of people playing. A lot of people think they don't have to sacrifice. They don't have to make any adjustments within self. And that they don't have to conform a little bit, men and women. Again, money don't mean everything. And them kids don't mean nothing. Just throw that out there, ladies. I just wanted to say that real quick. Just say that out there. Another little IG post, another IG trend I've been noticing, I've been seeing. Hey, ladies, they say y'all can't be quiet, okay? The men have created a trend that is seeming like all the ladies are falling for, okay? They're saying, do as I do, and y'all can't do that. And all they're doing is being quiet, okay? And y'all not really figuring it out right away because y'all think y'all could do anything a man can do. And you kind of can, but you can't. You see how that is? It's confusing. I know. Stay in your lane a little bit. Utilize the men, not use the men. Then you appreciate what he do and not think you can do it too. I'm trying to give a little small pep talk to men and women. I don't want no smoke. I thought it was Men's Mental Health Month. I'm just trying to speak to the health of men a little bit more since we supposed to be talking about that. I didn't even know we got that kind of month. I thought Father's Day was coming up. See how they created a whole new something to maybe help some people forget that Father's Day coming up? Because I ain't seen nothing at the store, okay? I'm not hearing nobody talk about it. Just like I wasn't hearing nobody talk about Steak and BJ Day. But if y'all was giving the Steak and BJ Day, then maybe our mental health would be fine a month or two after Steak and BJ month. So that's all I'm saying. Now, sidebar, we don't eat steak. We like crab cakes, but not too much on me. They're also trying to disguise this Men's Mental Health Month with the fact that Juneteenth is also coming up. Now, a lot of y'all don't have that holiday off because y'all job don't recognize black folk that well, but it is a holiday for now. I don't think Trump know it's still a holiday, so hopefully we get to make it to that holiday before he take it away. This might be the last one, so I hope we enjoy it. I think it's on a Thursday, so we're going to try to have a good time. Now, like I say, I don't believe men are really treated fairly. I'm a man. I'm also not treated fairly, so I can relate. But it do seem like men are used. It seems like men are more wanted for their money, and then when you giving that, that's not even appreciated. They don't have no real value behind the money, but they still want the money. So you gotta figure it out, man. You gotta communicate a little bit more. You gotta stand up for yourself a little bit more. But in doing so, I just wanna let you know, men can't really say shit for real. Not to no woman, especially if you're not dating her. Sidebar. Look, I've been in my feelings, okay? I'm always in my feelings if you asking the wrong people. But I'm always in my feelings a little bit because somebody always doing something. I'm not in my feelings because everything going good. I'm in my feelings because people don't want to treat you fairly like they want you to treat them fairly. I just went back to work. I told y'all the last episode, I left before my vacation with a little situation. Well, guess what? When I went back to work after being gone for 2 weeks, a refreshing 2 weeks it was. But when I got back, I learned some things were still waiting for me, okay? The situation was still something I'm having to deal with a little bit. My manager was a little offended, okay? I get it. I don't care a little bit. But at the end of the day, you got to be more right than me. And I'm standing for mine. So we're going to go back and forth for a minute till I don't feel like going back and forth. But I had to come back to some things, okay? Which, hey, I'm cool with that. See, you got to be true to who you are. A lot of y'all be wanting to stand up for yourself and then want to back down again. You sending mixed signals. You got to pick a position before the situation happens so that you know what to do in real time and you ain't got to be coming back questioning yourself. Saying sorry about some things you did and didn't really mean to do it. Yeah, I don't really do that, okay? Because I'm thinking before I do stuff. I already know who I am a little bit, and I'm trying to be consistent in that. The problem being my situations is that I deal with new people all the time. And a lot of these new people don't really know who I am because we have not had the situation. Like I told a lady, I like you. I thought you coming into the office was super refreshing. I've been talking very highly about this lady to other coworkers who don't like her ass, believe it or not. But I be trying to stand up for the black community. See the difference? People, you try to support your own, and look how it be backfiring. I see why the fellas be out here, dibbling and dabbling a little bit. I can see. You want a little more love than what you're getting at home from your peoples. A little bit more. Your own peoples don't know how to look at the big picture. Don't look at the fact that they do the same thing. That's all I kept telling the lady. You telling me you was a little offended by something you do too? Don't do that. We not even about to play that game. And I'm not super offended by what you be doing because I do it. I thought we was like-minded a little bit. I thought we had good rapport. Oh, but you felt a little embarrassed because I checked your little ass. That ain't my fault. Be more right. And play with me if you want to play. A lot of y'all don't want to play and then be trying to throw subliminal. I want to play. Very much so. I don't mind. I'm not running from nothing. I don't have nothing to lose. And like I be trying to tell people, when God on your side, when you go to church all the time, when you believe in somebody bigger than these humans out here, then you can put your trust in the Lord. And that's what I be doing. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't out here worried at all. And what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. But if you right, it's gonna work itself out. Now you might have to go through some things, some unnecessary things. I was just telling the homie the other day. We all gonna go through some things. But when you right, don't be backing down. Stand for yourself. Check yourself where checking need to be, but don't give in. That's what they want. They gonna hit you with some unrealistic pushback and then think you got to just conform. I ain't conforming. So we gonna see. But I've been in my feelings. You know, your boy done had to cry a couple times solo. There's been so much going on all at one time from a few different aspects, all from black women. And, you know, it caught me off guard because I really don't be doing that to people. I really try to be consistent. I try to be fair. I try to apologize if I make mistakes. Like, I try to rectify all my situations. Like, I don't need no one to keep trying to tell me I did something, why you didn't do better the next time. No, I promise you, I'm going to do better the next time. Just give me a chance. Everybody make mistakes. But sometimes the other side don't see their mistakes. And it's not that you need to see it. You need to respect that you did something, whether you wanted to or not. You got to respect that you might have offended somebody else, even if you wanted to or not. And I do that. I understand that very well. I know my style. So I know it could be a little tough for those who ain't used to this type of style. But that don't mean I'm wrong. However, I might need to apologize for catching you off guard a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. And I was so affected that I had to take me another extra day off, even after coming back for a week. So I was telling people today that I might have to take an extra day off every week for the rest of the year. I don't know, but I can. And don't play with me, because I might do more than that, because I don't care. Y'all not letting us work from home right now? Don't make me mad, because this work, we don't care nothing about that work. Now, sometimes all these issues with the opposite sex gonna have you start rethinking some things. I understand a little bit more and more why some people choose to be alone. I'd rather be alone than in a broken home. I'd rather be alone. Trying to do this for the both of us on my own. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Y'all don't be listening to Leon Thomas? Because Leon be talking, and that new deluxe just dropped. I need you to check it out. I need you to go see what it's about. He gave you about 9 songs, and that Rather Be Alone, almost better than a lot of them other songs that was on the first part of the album. So I like Leon Thomas. And I was looking at the credits. My guy, Mr. Ty Dolla $ign, be a part of his project and stuff. That's his label mate. That's his guy. And I like all that. I listen to everything from Ty Dolla $ign, T-Pain, everything with a T. I'm with all that, okay? So on another great artist that I love, thank you, Chris Brown, for coming home and spending that money to get out of jail. Hey, bro, more money, more problems. I know them ticket prices going back up, y'all. He say that tour coming, and he got some stipulations he got to do. He got to do some things with the passport and whatever else right now, and court dates getting moved around, but that tour look like gonna happen. because he got to get that money back, okay? We don't know what them legalities are going to look like. It ain't really our business, but we just happy, bro. You not over there. That's what you learn. Money speaks. I hate it, but it is what it is. I don't know. Now, Jaheim, I don't think you got enough money, bro. I don't know. They don't be playing with them dogs, all right? So be careful. I don't know if that's real. They say that's a little more neglect. Luckily, it ain't dog fighting. But you had a bunch of dogs. So these people be treating their dogs like people. I don't. I don't look at it like that. I never had a dog. My mama said she was the dog. So, hey, not too much on me or her. But I don't put no equal value to humans and animals, okay, at all. So somebody got to go, them animals could go very quickly. They don't get the same respect and love that us humans should be getting. They get some, but not the same. So some of y'all a little funny, and especially since you don't be making no new music, and I don't think they like that you be trying to rock them braids without the headline, okay? You know, it then got pushed back a few times, and it ain't growing no more. So, you know, I don't want to say too much, because this is a sensitive topic, okay? I just want to let you know, stay out of trouble right now, because this ain't the time to be going places bald. And sometimes, bro, let go and let God. This not just for you, Jaheim. This to all you fellas. Let go and let God a little bit more. Some of y'all still holding on too strong, and we see it. I just want to let you know, we looking, we judging, but we not saying nothing. And it's cause it's a sensitive topic, and we know, but them ladies don't care, okay? And they talking behind your back a little bit. I don't want to say too much. Now, somebody we not talking behind their back no more. Hey, Lizzo, you looking all right? I don't know if that's Ozempic or not, but you done made some improvements, some adjustments, okay? And we see you had confidence, but you got more, okay? And that's how that work. When you looking all right, you wear shirts like this. You feeling good, you do things like this, okay? You do what you want when you're popping a little bit. Nah, hey, Lizzo, it's better. It's better. I don't think you need to be doing all of the things you're doing, but I like it a little bit. She said she been fat, she been skinny, and bitches still ain't fucking with her. That might be because of the money. I ain't gonna hold you, but not too much. Hey, you know, I support the big people. I come from the big people community. A lot of them my family and friends. Okay, not too much on them. I mean, if they listening a little too much, so we could all get ourselves together. But what I'm saying is, I understand the big community a little bit. But Mr. DJ Khaled, you could put your shirt back on, and I remember when you were doing good, bro. You were eating right. Seemed like you trying to work out, and you didn't let it go. Okay, and I know everybody think they got to do everything when they trying to sell something. I get it. You got an album gonna sneak out, gonna come out at some point, and it's gonna be decent. Gonna have a lot of people on it. Gonna be a lot of slaps, but it don't mean you need to be running with your shirt off with the guy who be dipping his face in ice water. I don't understand. That ain't it. Hey, DJ Khaled, you don't need to be running, especially not with the little TikTok guy who you just trying to be tapped in, hoping it generates some sales. And just make good music, lose some weight yourself, try to be healthy. That's it. Being healthy is not a certain number. You know what it is based on how you feel, but you can't keep eating what you want. You can't keep treating yourself. I'm just gonna be honest. I know Popeyes got that new snack wrap coming out. I know McDonald's supposed to be bringing back they snack wrap. I get it. That don't mean y'all need to go run and get that. You can put chicken on a tortilla with some lettuce and some cheese too. Okay, just throwing it out there. You ain't got to go run and go get that. A lot of y'all just don't believe in cooking, so all y'all food really be pre-made a little bit, but not too much on y'all. Okay. I just hate that all these rich people be thinking they could do whatever they want, and they can because they're rich. So I get it, but it don't mean what you think it means. don't mean you're going to be smart because you rich. You just rich. And a lot of y'all talking like y'all grooming these kids to not go to school. Now, I don't necessarily think kids have to go to college. Shout out to all the high school graduates. Again, I told y'all before, I don't really be supporting all the kids who be graduating at them lower levels, okay? Y'all turning some of this stuff into something way bigger than it need to be, okay? I mean, you got to take off from work. We got to do all this extra special celebratory thing for these kids who ain't going to remember none of this, okay? So keep that in mind. Let's wait till middle school to really start celebrating these kids in terms of graduating. Let's just call it moving up ceremony without the ceremony, okay? But I was watching online. I saw Diddy daughters. They not going to school. They going to start a business. I saw Chloe and Courtney talking about even their kids, even at younger ages, don't need to go to school. Now, I get it. You're making a lot of money and maybe you're thinking a little safety, but are you also thinking the lack of interaction with others? The people skills, the social skills with others. A lot of y'all not thinking that at all, okay? So please do better. Please think about the kids a little bit more than yourself. Because if you wasn't making the money, you would have your kids in school. Just throwing that out there. Letting you know. Everybody not going to do the things they doing if they didn't have the money. So that's why I keep saying more money, more problems. Because you creating the problems because you think the money solves the problem. And it don't. Sometimes it just create more problems. Moving on. Miss Chrissy Teigen. I saw you, in the hospital, wrapped up. I get it. You picked a nice young man to have kids with. And Mr. Legend don't seem like the guy to be saying, hey, babe, you don't really need that. That's just my opinion. I think he gonna keep his mouth shut a little bit. Hey, man, keep letting these ladies get that hairstyle you don't really like, but you letting her do it anyway. Even though it don't make her look that cute. But a lot of y'all just letting these ladies do whatever they want. And guess what? You paying for it. Just throw that out there too. She ain't paying for it herself, and you letting her do it. And not that you letting her do anything, but I'm just saying you're supporting it. We all want to feel some support at home. And you supporting some of these bad habits just to keep peace at your house. I know a lot of men who be doing that. Shout out to y'all. I don't do that, but shout out to y'all. Also, shout out to Miss Britney Spears. Maybe you had a flashback and you thought we was back in the 60s, 70s where cigarettes was legal on these flights. You could smoke when you want. You could do what you want. You smoke in all these buildings. And they had to quickly let you know, this not allowed in here, boo. Can't just do whatever you want no more, even if you got a couple dollars. Maybe if it was your plane, maybe. But you think you just renting a plane, borrowing a plane temporarily, and think they gonna let you do what you want? I don't think that. Be smarter with what you're doing, because a lot of y'all gonna get in trouble trying to do what you want. That's what you really learn. Keep scamming and scheming. Everybody don't like that. Just like the lady traveling from Spain to Scotland. She was arrested thinking she could vape on the plane. You ain't even Britney Spears, bro. What made you thought you could sneak in a puff or two? Everybody done snuck in a little puff or two with that little vape, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't, I ain't too much on the vape. No nicotine. I see a lot of y'all using that black smoke. They ain't sent me no package yet, but shout out Black Smoke. They from the hometown somewhere. But if the rules say no, sometimes you're doing too much. That's all I want to say. And when you get caught, you get caught. That's all I want to say too. Can't keep taking chances and then being sad when people find out that you're taking them chances and you wasn't right. But I do think United Airlines is right for going ahead and changing their little policy. You don't get there 45 minutes before it's time for you to leave, and you ain't all the way checked in. I ain't holding no gate for you. We ain't gonna be calling your name at the last minute hoping you running to try to catch this flight, okay? So follow these new rules. Southwest policy then went into effect. I done already had to make some adjustments in how I do some things. Now I got to go on a new trip just so I can make sure the kid gets some bags, okay? But I won't go too, but I had to really make sure, because if not, I'm going to be paying almost like the price of a plane ticket just to make sure the bags go for free. Like I said, keep that in mind. And I don't even know if the price of the bags going to change. It used to be almost like $50, $60. So keep that in mind. You got to be proactive. You got to be planning ahead. If not, you're going to be spending more money than what you really want to be spending. In some more airline news, the French president got shoved in the face while he was about to get off the plane, supposedly by his wife. He said he was joking, telling us some things she ain't really like, and she got a little upset, and she smushed his little ass. Hey, look, y'all, I don't care if I'm the president or not. Keep your hands to yourself. That's how a lot of y'all be in these circumstances. That's how. Not too much on that. I ain't even gonna do that, but keep your hands to yourself. A lot of women don't deserve that. A lot of women ain't doing nothing and getting some of that. So, fellas, you dead wrong. I hope y'all in jail. I ain't gonna hold you. But, ladies, you initiating some things? I don't think men supposed to be going to jail. I think maybe they could pay a little fine since y'all like their money a lot, but I don't think they should be going to jail when you did some initiating. Because do you do that when you provoke a dog or a lion? You playing with them behind the cage and then they bite your ass, then you mad at them? I don't know. I just want to compare the two a little bit. But nobody want to talk like that. I'm going to talk like that a little bit. So keep that in mind. In some more news, you see we still have 2 inmates at large who escaped from the New Orleans jail. Now, recently, there was this one guy supposedly made a little video. And guess what? They was looking for his ass, okay? They thought they found the house. He wasn't there. Said they found some clothes he had on, though. So, bro, why you posting? And I understand you trying to gain some compassion. You trying to say, hey, it ain't what you think it is. It don't matter right now, okay, bro? You escaped jail. And they don't care if you was in there right or wrong. They got to put you back in there. And that's all they worried about, okay? They going to say, figure out the rest of that stuff later. See, a lot of you inmates I saw wasn't really watching Prison Break or Shawshank Redemption. Now, them my favorite shows, okay? Prison Break is the greatest TV series of all time. Sorry. I know you don't watch. You ain't watch. But it is. To me, okay, maybe I won't be a little more blacker right now, so I'm going to say the why, but 1A, 1B. Because the why was number 1 for me at first, but then we got into Prison Break, and hey, Prison Break is really good, okay? So why you fellas didn't watch a little bit more of these prison breakout shows to maybe help y'all do some things? And I think the 2 inmates who still at large use the other 8 because them other 8 back in jail. Some of them was sleeping on the bench, under cars, at their grandma's house. And guess what? All the grandmas, the aunties, the sisters, all the women who they was messing with, if they found out that y'all was doing some things, they arresting y'all. Now, I don't know how much time you get for some of that, but looking like you going to get a little time. And while they still at large, we got you in jail too. They looking for somebody to snitch. I ain't going to hold it. They looking to find out some more details because they struggling. Now, me, I would not have gotten on the plane. Everybody think you could just go to the airport and get on the plane. Hey, look, no. They would have been noticed that. Ain't but 1 or 2 airports you could have got to that fast, and they would have already had your information out before all that. So don't be thinking you're going to be flying to one of these international countries and living on the beach and they ain't going to have no extradition. You not even going to get that far, okay? I'm telling you, I would have stayed in the States. I would have drove somewhere. Not me driving. I would have been riding. But I would have been in a car with somebody trying to go somewhere super secluded. I would have been connected with some people. I wouldn't be staying by myself. But I would be inside. I wouldn't be walking around. I wouldn't be trying to post no videos on no social media for sure. So I don't really know what y'all doing. And guess what? I bet you New Orleans ain't the only ones who got that facial recognition, especially not now. So if they got it, they sharing it because everybody wants some of that. So they gonna find you if they want to find you, especially if you doing dumb things. My thing is, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it just like Shawshank Redemption, and I'm gonna have me a real plan. I'm gonna have my money already set up. I'm gonna know where I'm going. I'm gonna have some friends who gonna be helping me out a little bit. I'm gonna know what to do because I put a plan together. I'm gonna be proactive. I'm not just gonna be worried about getting out. And then you had the audacity to antagonize these law enforcement people by writing on the wall, thinking they ain't gonna come find you. They doing some things to y'all when they catch y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. They first of all putting your head in some bags or something. You know, they covering your heads up with masks and not the YN mask, the other kind of mask. Okay, so it looks scary. Okay, and I don't know how much more time you gonna get, but you gonna get some more time, bro. So make sure it's worth it. That's why I say I'm gonna have me a little plan before I'm doing some things. You know, now sometimes it's self-defense, just like Carmelo Anthony. It's sad that he thought he was doing a little more self-defense. He thought he was white. He was living in Texas. He didn't see what some of these white men then did to the black boy. Protected himself by killing somebody else. And they got away with it. And I get the logic a little bit, but you got to know that the rules are not meant for you. It's sad. It's unfortunate. I hate it. But it's the world we live in. And you need to be making a few more adjustments. Because they telling you how it's going to go, but you don't want to listen. Now, I'm listening at what Trump doing out here. He don't have no problem pardoning some people who don't really need pardoning. People who really did some things. NBA young boy. I ain't gonna hold you. He did that. He did whatever they said he did. He did that. He told you he did that in his rhymes. I ain't making it up. I don't listen like that, but then YN say he be saying what he be doing. Ain't no freedom of speech when you telling on yourself, okay? Just want to throw that out there, fellas. Don't be dumb. But then we gonna pardon Larry Hoover. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I think Trump being super strategic. I don't think he dumb at all. I don't like what he doing, but I don't think he dumb at all. I think he trying to round up some black and brown support a little bit. He trying to get support from everybody a little bit, but in a weird way, in a wrong way. Not in a truthful way, because how you gonna give a pardon to Larry Hoover, but he can't come home because he still got 200 years somewhere else to still be served? Like, why we even wasted that pardon on him right now, okay? See, a lot of y'all was saying free Larry Hoover, which maybe he should be. Maybe it was unjustly how he was treated. But he got a lot of different things going on, and them a lot of years that had to try to talk about, oh, you could come home. Sound like, you know, some things could be unreasonable, but I don't know if I'm starting there, is all I'm saying. Now, I'm also not starting with the Chrisleys. I was watching the show when it first came out now, okay? I liked the Chrisleys at one point. You know, I was watching the show, cool. But they did the crime, so they should have did some of the time. Why we just get all? Because we white. Because we didn't spend a few dollars because we got a few relationships. See, that's what you got to know. All y'all keep messing up your relationships with people, even if you're not with them. Nah, Miss Candy Burrs, you ain't had to come support them right now. See, a lot of y'all black and brown folk don't know how to be quiet when it ain't in support for people who look like you. I ain't gonna hold you. I need you to sometimes read the room. And you see what's going on with black folk unjustly treated in the criminal system. And you won't come out talking about free my friends, thank you, my friends home. And then won't justify when you get the pushback. Talking about, oh, it's okay, I'm just supporting my friend. Like, no, it's not okay. You need to be trying to figure out how to squat on them international toilets a little bit, but not too much on y'all, you know, leave the ladies alone. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a little more nicer than who I really am. But I do be minding my business. But you put me in your business because you doing things that don't support people look like you. Want your shows, your restaurants. It ain't but people who look like you who there, who spending the money on you, but you don't want to support them out loud the same way. You still cool with supporting other people. I'm with supporting, but I'm not with how we be doing. Read the room a little bit more. Again, Trump gonna have to read the room a little bit more too, because some of them judges pushing back on them tariffs. Some of them saying, hey, bro, you breaking some laws. Now, he knew he was breaking the laws. That's why he trying to start new laws. So, I don't really know what's going on. I do know, keep your money in your pocket. You don't need all the material things right now. It's okay to stop buying all the clothes right now. Now, look, all you influencers about to lose a few dollars. Some of y'all done already lost some money because a lot of businesses are shutting down. So I know if they shut down, you shutting down because it's a different kind of business. You're not going to keep making the money you was making if people don't have the money to spend. A lot of y'all be spending money before you even get it. So it's a thing in the black community a little bit more than not. I need us to do better. I need us to stop worrying about the wrong thing. Again, save a few dollars because Trump cutting them food stamps. A lot of y'all got all the nice luxury things, but y'all still use them food stamps. Y'all still get that nice Medicaid to pay for y'all medical expenses. Some of that's going away. Nah, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I support some of that going away. Some of y'all be doing too much. I be at Walmart and y'all baskets be full. You know when it's food stamp time because they be having baskets full of stuff they shouldn't be buying. A lot of the people who got the food stamps not buying healthy food. They say it's not their money and they get to get all the things they wanted to get, and that's what they're doing. So, like I said, I think it should be a little more regulated. So, I'm okay with some of that. Not too much, but a little bit of that. So, go to work or have some better stipulations, but I think we should have the food stamps for those who need it, but I don't think you go buy whatever you want. Now, Harvard University was trying to do better, and Trump said no, he don't like what y'all doing, and he trying to take all their federal funds. It's being tricky. All the international students can't apply right now. It's just so much going on. Although, I like how Harvard's standing up for themselves. And I like how some of the other universities are supporting. Now, they're not supporting as loud because they don't want no issues too. But if you say something against somebody who doing some things, they gonna come and do some things to you too. And that's why a lot of people be keeping their mouth shut. That's why a lot of people be supporting people that they shouldn't be supporting just so they don't get any indirect attention and people start checking their business because they not doing right too. A lot of people could be in jail right now on some fraudulent activities. A lot of people be scamming and scheming, but not too much on y'all. A new COVID variant coming out or already out or in the States, I don't know. They say wear your mask. They say don't wear your mask. I see some of y'all still wearing your mask. I be kind of wearing my mask outside in the yard because of all the bugs. Because I don't want to get sick from all the grass. But I ain't thinking COVID is in my yard. So I don't know what they doing. They say COVID was self-initiated. I don't know. Again, stay safe, y'all. Stay around people you know. You ain't got to go everywhere. Be selective. Have some standards. Now, I had some standards at church. And my standards made me move me and the family to the other side of the church. I told y'all that was something I was considering. And went recently. And I said, okay, I don't want no trouble today. We're going to go on the other side. Went on the other side. You know, these people tried to put us closer to the front. I was like, no, we want to sit right here. It was like, oh, if you want to sit right here, you got to walk all the way around and enter from the other side. Now, mind you, nobody was sitting to where they were blocking us from walking down the aisle. But they still wanted us to walk around. Now, I talked a little bad about them. I ain't going to hold you. I was huffing and puffing. A couple of the parishioners saw me. They was looking. They were shaking their head too. So it wasn't just me. I know it ain't just me in there. So I don't want to start no revolution. But I don't want too much going on about where I sit at. I shouldn't have no problems. Ain't nobody sitting on the road. But you want me to go to the other side to enter the road. I ain't got no gate. Ain't got no rope blocking me. We ain't got to cross over nothing. But they said, hey, can you walk around? Then they still almost wanted me to not sit in the middle. I said, hey, look, y'all doing too much. Thank you, though, for your time. And I be looking kind of, I be looking in your eyes. I be letting you know this ain't what you want. And I went all the smoke. I'm super religious. So God got my back, in my mind at least. So I'm with all the smoke. And that be my problem. That's my issue. That's what I need to work. That's what I need to work on. Stop being with the smoke. But I be with the smoke. I don't know. I'm not with being done dirty at all. I'm not with having my standards not be met at all. Especially when I'm giving to others voluntarily. When I'm holding myself accountable without somebody needing to remind me. You ain't got to remind me to be coming on time. I'm already coming on time. They say stand up, I stand up. But now y'all doing a little too many things, and I'm going to have to figure it out. But I was still happy I went because, one, I like that side a little bit more. They ain't have as many nosy people around that area. It wasn't as packed, so I kind of like that. In addition to that, the guy I told y'all who I knew his brother, I went to high school with his brother, he actually led the sermon this past week, and he did a really, really good job. And, I was telling myself, I really need to go introduce myself to him. He don't know me like that. But I do just want to give my little light condolences. I don't want to exchange numbers or nothing. I ain't looking to join the church all the way. But I do want to just introduce myself lightly, super light. And we probably know some people indirectly. But I thought he did a great job. And he even mentioned some of the losses he had, but he didn't get too deep into it. So I like that he didn't get too deep into it at all because that ain't everybody's business. And it's still super fresh in my mind. So things just happened about a month ago. And he been at church almost every week since, except that weekend with the funeral. He was at church. I appreciate his dedication. I appreciate his work ethic. And he kind of said, when you got things going on, you got to be in church. You got to be around the word. That's what's going to really get you out of some things. I ain't going to be talking to some friends. Going to be God. And I'll be saying that, but maybe you need to hear him say it or hear somebody else say it too. I don't know. Now, some other things I've been saying. I've been trying to tell y'all what I've been watching. I've been trying to share with y'all all the good quality shows. I don't know if you're watching. Now, let me know. Let me know if you're liking some of the shows we recommended. Let me know if you recommend some shows that I need to be watching. I told y'all, Godfather of Harlem, Season 4, rolling. Quality, like what's going on. I believe almost the best season so far. It's up there. So if you haven't watched Godfather of Harlem, please check that out. Black, super black, especially the first 2-3 seasons. All about Malcolm X. So check that out. In addition, we finally finished Handmaid's Tale. I think I said last time that it was done. I was wrong. There were 2 more episodes. It kind of could have stopped at episode 8, but it's cool. They had 2 more. They was just all right. But I was happy that they was able to kind of figure out Gilead and, rectify some things and rebel enough to make some change. Start the process at least. Again, it's the last season, so it's not like you about to get some more updates. So I didn't really like this season. I ain't gonna hold it. Some of the best seasons of Handmaid's Tale were the first 2, 3, 4 seasons. That's when they get dirty and grimy. That's when it was deep. That's when it was kind of hard to watch a little bit. You need to go to church watching Handmaid's Tale. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't be watching that scary stuff, them deep, dark shows, and don't have yourself in church. I ain't talking about just the Bible. You need to sometimes be in the house when you watching them type of shows because you need that covering over you a little bit more. You ain't got the same covering at your house, but you got your iPad on or TV on or something. It's cool. It's something better than nothing. but it ain't the same. I just want y'all to know. A lot of y'all keep trying to make exceptions for things that ain't the same. Don't give the exception to the wrong thing. Now, another quality show that I'm back watching, New York Undercover. I know it's old, and I know I don't like old things, but that was one of my favorite shows of all time. Mr. Dick Wolf, who also produced them Law and Orders, he actually produced that as well. That's older than some of them. And I really, really enjoyed rewatching that. There was a lot of things that I didn't remember how it was going to play out, and it was super refreshing. One thing I loved about that show that I always loved, but that I was reminded about as I was rewatching it, are all the musicians who perform after each episode. All the legendary performers perform on this show. I love that. Super black and brown, but very quality show. Very deep show. So check that out. Something else, Hulu was doing pretty good. They let Ricky Smiley get him a little stand up. You know what I mean? Now, this for the old heads a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. This ain't for the new generation a little bit. Even though Ricky, he's looking kind of in shape-ish, I guess. I don't know. That's what he said on the stand-up. He almost in shape. He definitely trying to blend in with the YNs a little bit more with his outfit choices. But I thought he was pretty funny. Again, he was funny for your taste, for your older taste, okay? I don't know if the YNs would have thought he was funny, but he definitely had a lot of them oldies but goodies in the crowd. So check that out if you haven't watched it. A quality stand-up. And I used to watch all the stand-ups. But right before Trump got back in office, I kind of told myself I wasn't feeling any stand-up that wasn't black. So I don't watch stand-up specials if they're not coming from black people. Sorry. That's me. Sometimes you got to support where support need to be supported at. And I was starting to be offended a little bit by some of the jokes from the comedians that wasn't black. See, they try to slip in a few things that I don't think they should be allowed to slip in. They be a little close to that line a little bit some of the times. Not all of them, but some of them. And sometimes the good got to suffer for the bad. And right now, I'm not watching. However, there was a show that I said, you know what, since that's one of my standpoints in terms of wanting to support a little more black and brown and what I be watching, to keep my messaging consistent, to keep what I got going on in my head a little more consistent so that I can know that I'm tapped into what's going on in the world that's affecting me and people who look like me. I was scrolling on Amazon Prime and I saw Tyler Perry had a movie that was out that was more recent. And I said to myself, T, you don't be liking to watch Tyler Perry like that. He usually don't be supporting the black man all the way that you like. But I said, you know what? We need to give our black and brown people a chance. That's how I feel. I ain't always felt like that, but you see how other people be feeling? And I don't like how y'all be saying it, so I'm just trying not to follow the leader if I don't agree. I need to do better if I'm seeing people who sounding like me, but that ain't what I mean. So let me tighten up my image. And I do believe we need second chances. Not just black and brown. All people in the world deserve a second chance. A lot of people think they could hold something over your head like they better than you. Like they don't make mistakes. Like they didn't do something to you too. Wow. Like you perfect? I don't know nobody perfect, but guys, you also need to make sure that people are consistently showing you better actions as well. But people need to be a lot more open to the apology, especially if it's coming across a little more genuine. Don't mean you need to relax your standards. Maybe you need to even up your standards with that person if they done did some things. That's what I do. You make a mistake, you don't get to keep making the same kind of mistake. I ain't gonna hold you. We not as vulnerable in that department the same way. You're gonna have to try somebody else. But I watched this Tyler Perry movie. It was called Duplicity. I liked it. I didn't like the ending. Most movies you don't like the end because people kind of trying to leave some type of cliffhanger. They want you to go ahead and hope that they're gonna be a part two, another season. I don't care about that. Give me a quality show, and if it's that quality, it'll come back. And if not, let it go. But make sure that it ends strong. And I was watching the show. It was super black. Had some people I saw that I recognized. It was just all right, though. But I gave it a chance. I watched the whole thing. It was current. It fit a lot of my standards. So, again, please continue having standards. Please continue making sure that you make sure others follow your standards. All y'all want to go ahead and keep going to the theater. Like I said, all I be doing is watching at the house. Now, don't go to Argentina and go to the movie theater. See, I think this could happen anywhere. But if I'm watching Final Destination, I'm not going to go to the theaters and watch it. Okay? Because you see what happened out there. Their whole roof collapsed on a few people. Now, I remember watching the first Final Destination a long time ago when I didn't really know what it was all about. However, I do remember where there was some big logs on these big 18-wheeler trucks, and people just be driving behind these trucks acting like ain't nothing going on, and next thing you know, logs fall off the trucks and hit your car, and now you die. So I'm always scared when I'm riding behind big 18-wheelers carrying cars, logs, anything heavy that look loose enough to fall and maybe accidentally harm me. So protect yourself. Avoid things that aren't worth it. Hey, like I said earlier, speaking up for yourself ain't always good. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world where people don't support that. A lot of people think they're better than you. You know, you see what's going on in the world. You got Israel versus the Palestinians. You have, a lot going on. And it's not just in other countries. See, they even got things going on in Colorado. I don't think speaking up for yourself have to result in violence. I don't think people should always be super offended because we agree to disagree. I think we need to start figuring out ways to find compromise. We need to stop trying to harm others, whether it be in your pockets, ladies, or physically, fellas. Keep your hands off them ladies out the gate, okay? Start with that first, fellas. Keep your hands to yourself. Protect yourself at all times, but definitely keep your hands to yourself. But ladies, don't be hitting nobody, and respect others. That's what you learn through all that's going on in the world. No one is truly respecting others. But you get respect when you give respect. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for subscribing. Continue to stay tapped in. Love y'all.
Can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal.